How did I come back to life? And return to the prince's mansion. Am I not coming back to life, but becoming a wandering spirit?
Alexander, you're heartless. How could you betray Lancelia? Lancelia is still alive, but you're marrying Drusilla as your principal wife.
Isn't Lancelia secluded in prayer? How does she have time to spy on me? What a two-faced, deceitful woman.
Nonsense, Lancelia has been devoted to prayer and hasn't seen anyone. She knows nothing of this.
If Lancelia is so good at pretending, I should have sent her to perform at the Nank brothel.
Alexander, I'm your wife. How could you compare me to a brothel courtesan?
The Shen family devotes everything to the state with unwavering loyalty for generations. How can you trample on her like this?
Loyalty should be engraved on tombstones. If she could enter the elite martial hall and be granted a loyalty monument, then she can come flaunt it before me.
You wish me dead so much. All these years of love and time together, I wasted them on you.
No. If you go to the Sus with betrothal gifts, I'll report to the Emperor.
Do you think I fear that?
Yasmin, watch out. No.
Since your father is an important official, I'm sparing you today. But if you dare to offend me again, I won't show mercy.
Lady Yasmin, you'd better leave. Once His Highness has decided something, no one can change it.
Alexander, you've betrayed Lancelia. You will regret this.
Yasmin. Isn't this the main hall of Zhengguo Temple? Why am I here? Alexander. Is he here to bring me home?
Abbot. Please inform Lancelia that she is to return to the mansion in 10 days to attend my wedding.
How silly of me. What on earth am I holding out for?
Lancelia. I clearly just saw Lancelia in armor. And then she vanished. Was I just seeing things? It must be. She is affected and artificial. How could she possibly wear a heavy armor?
Men and women in this mortal world all cling to delusions. May you attain the Pure Land soon.
Your Highness. When Lancelia returns learning of our marriage, will she make things difficult for me? She's a general and skilled in fighting. I'm so scared.
Scared? Scared of her? She's obsessed with swords and spears, just a crude woman.
Alexander has always treated me with cold disdain, showing no tenderness. Even on our wedding night. Husband.
You don't deserve to call me that. So desperate to be the princess. Fine. I'm granting your wish. If it weren't for you saving me from Lang Sang, how could Lancelia have climbed her way up to become the princess?
But Alexander thinks it was Drusilla who saved him. No wonder he detests me so much. He never knew it was me who saved him that day. How does Drusilla know what happened at Langkang?
Your Highness Julian is here to see you.
Alexander, you fool, get out here.
Julian.
Alexander, are you really marrying Drusilla?
What if I am?
Lancelia abandoned the battlefield and took to the kitchen, even risked her life for you. Why do you treat her like this, humiliating and belittling her?
Lancelia dares to covet what doesn't belong to her. All of this is her own doing.
If you insist on taking another wife, sign the divorce decree from now on. Shen family will be done with you.
It was Lancelia, relying on your family's power, shamelessly begged His Majesty for this marriage. Now you want us to divorce in your dreams. No matter how humiliating it is, you too will have to take it.
Julian. Julian. Julian.
That red-tasseled spear is Lancelia's most treasured possession, always hung in the study. Why is it gone?
Your Highness, urgent news from the border. His Majesty summons you to the palace immediately.
I pay my respects to you, Imperial Elder Brother.
The enemy launched a surprise attack. The Shen Army's commander was wounded and has sent pleas for reinforcements.
Imperial Brother, allow me to lead troops to the border.
No need you remain in Shengjing and stay put, by the way. Have you seen Lancelia these days?
Lancelia again. Why does everyone ask about her when they see me? I owe her nothing.
She is your wife.
She's also the woman I detest the most. Even if she were to die in front of me right now, I wouldn't shed a tear.
You fool. You have no idea how much she sacrificed for you.
Imperial Brother, what do you mean?
I don't want to see you right now. Get out of my sight.
Frank? Something's wrong. Julian and His Majesty keep bringing up Lancelia again and again. Is there something I don't know?
Shall I investigate?
What are they doing?
Your Highness, ahead is Dongyue Mountain. They say if one kneels and bows with every step completing 9 rounds of 10,000 steps, his wish will come true.
10,000 steps. That will cost one's life. Who would be so foolish to try?
Young man, it's true. Years ago, a woman did this to pray for her beloved. After completing 9 rounds of all steps, the Bodhisattva granted her wish.
This isn't prayer. It's trading one's life for another's. Such a devoted woman the man she loves must be. The luckiest man alive.
Isn't that the same with the princess towards you? Since she married you, she has been so caring and considerate to you. You said you liked listening to the Qin, even though she practiced until her fingers bled. She persevered in learning to play.
That was all a fake act by Lancelia to curry favor with me. How could a profit-seeking woman like her be compared with that woman?
All my love for you turned out to be
Lancelia, this name sounds familiar.
Wasn't she the girl who came here to pray? I remember her last name was Shen.
Lancelia. Lancelia. How could it be her?
9 rounds of 10,000 steps. What was so important that made the princess do such a crazy thing?
When exactly did she come here to pray 5 years ago?
It was just before Qingming Festival. My wife and I met her on our way up the mountain to pay respects.
Your Highness, wasn't that when you were ambushed in the southwest and nearly died? Could it be the one who saved you was the princess?
You're finally awake, thank goodness.
You saved me.
Yes, I saved you.
Ridiculous I survived because Drusilla risked her life to go to the jungle to rescue me. It has nothing to do with Lancelia.
Your Highness, the southwestern jungle is full of dangers. How could Drusilla, a delicate woman, have rescued you from there? Don't you find it strange? Could there have been someone else helping?
Even if so, it couldn't be Lancelia. She was so ambitious to marry into royalty, and she used her family's power over generations to make His Majesty grant our marriage. Such a despicable person, how could she have the good heart to save my life?
I remember Lancelia said that her husband was poisoned by miasma and was dying. She'd gotten him out, but he was in danger. She had to pray sincerely for heaven's mercy.
Old man, you were deceived by her. It wasn't her who saved me. She stole the credit.
Alexander, you're heartless, you betray her affection for you, and speak so callously, you are cold-blooded.
It's just her one-sided words. Why do you believe her?
I saw her suffering from the miasma poison, bitten by snakes and insects.
The Shen family has been guarding the border thousands of miles away from the southwest. How could she have gotten miasma poisoning the one who saved me? Could it be?
Your Highness, maybe there was something else going on at Lankang. Should I investigate?
You old silly. You can't remember the name correctly. Her last name is Sheng, not Shen.
I remember wrong.
Of course I saw her return to repay her vow after she got married and had children. Esteemed sir, my husband didn't mean to offend you. Please forgive him.
It's all right. I suspected Drusilla because of an old man's ramblings. How could I? 5 years ago, Lancelia and I were strangers. How could she travel so far to save me?
You can only see Drusilla. Even when others explain it so clearly, you just don't believe. Alexander, meeting you is my greatest tragedy.
I remember her last name is Shen. Why do you say it's Sheng?
That man is clearly of high status. We can't afford to go against them.
Who dares to flaunt my name at the city gate?
Wait a moment, General Shen. Please wait. We have heard that the border is in crisis. We 600 have retired. Veterans of the Shen army request to go into battle.
Father, Mother, our Shen army has not failed you.
Dear folks, I see your patriotic fervor, but our Shen army is not. At such desperate straits.
They are aged and wounded. Once they go to the battlefield, they will die.
General, although we can't fight like we used to, but as long as we still breathe, we won't let invaders trample our soil or torment our people.
I know you are all brave heroes of our Shen army, I Mitchell. Promise you, even if I have to sacrifice my life, I will protect our national territory.
What did he just say his name was?
Your Highness, this is General Mitchell appointed by His Majesty to lead reinforcements.
He's Mitchell. Then who is on the battlefield? The red tassel spear is Lancelia's treasured possession, always hung in the study. Why is it gone?
You fool, you've no idea how much he has sacrificed for you.
Mitchell is here and Lancelia's favorite red tassel spear is gone. Could it be? Tell me who requested reinforcements. Answer me. Who is the commanding general?
It's
Lancelia.
Your Highness, are you all right?
It's Lancelia. No wonder Julian came to me angrily. No wonder Imperial Brothers said I didn't know how much she sacrificed for me. She went to the battlefield.
Your Highness, please calm down. When His Majesty appointed you to lead the Shen army, your old injury just flared up. The princess did this for you and for the state.
Who asked her to play the hero is our country, so barren of generals that a woman must fight swords and arrows are merciless. She's just a woman. What if she... Lancelia sought help. She's stubborn. Unless she was at death's door, she wouldn't ask for help.
Your Highness.
Frank, go to the palace and report to my Imperial brother. I request his permission to support the troops and to send elite soldiers immediately.
Your Highness, please think twice, as a vassal king leaving the capital without Imperial orders is akin to treason.
I don't care. Lancelia has no idea how dangerous the frontier is. I'm bringing her back.
So, if my life hung by a thread, you can be panic.
Your Highness, I will never let you bear the blame for treason.
Get out.
Even if you beat me to death today, I won't let.
You report.
Yeah. He's reporting a death in the army. Who died?
Reporting a death. It can't be her. It can't be. Speak, whose funeral flag is this?
It's the Junbei Marquise's residence, General Shen, who fell under a hail of arrows and did not survive.
The Junbei Marquis residence. Besides Julian, there's only Lancelia. Lancelia. Is dead.
Your Highness? Your Highness.
You're talking nonsense. She's alive and well. You're spreading rumors to disrupt morale. What crime should you be charged with?
Your Highness, spare me. Every word I've said is true. General Shen led her troops to fight against the Chang's Yellow Armor Army. Unfortunately, she was shot by an enemy general.
And fell under a hail of arrows. She did not survive.
Your Highness. Your Highness, please temper your sorrow. If the princess is alive in heaven, she wouldn't want to see you like this.
Alive in heaven. Without my permission. She is not allowed to die. It's all your fault. You're the ones who caused her death. Why did you let her go? Why?
Your Highness, please know, Your Highness.
It's you who should die, all of you.
Your Highness.
Why did you tell me? Why did you tell me? Why did you let her go? Why?
Alexander, why is it that every time I'm about to give up, you always give me hope? You make me believe that you care for me, that you love me just a little bit.
The Great Shu has relied on the Shen army to guard the borders and maintain peace for generations. Now in the Shen family, one is crippled, and one died in battle. Who will command the Shen army from now on?
Without General Shen, will the frontier fall? Could we become slaves of Chang Kingdom?
If General Shen is dead, what are we going to do?
Yes, this.
No. The Shen army is the backbone of the people. Now that the border is not yet stable, we can't let the people panic. Otherwise, everything Lancelia has done will be in vain. Your Highness.
Let go of me.
Lancelia isn't dead. She's still alive.
What did you say?
I'm Jaden Courtesy named Michiel. The one currently commanding the 3 armies at the frontier is my cousin Mitchell. Our names are similar.
What a coincidence.
Our courtesy names are frequently mixed up. It's understandable that your Highness is confused.
How dare you deceive me? He said was the Zhenbei Marquise's residence.
Although we are cousins, our ancestors did not separate the family. We belong to the Zhenbei Marquise's residence too.
I'll ask you one last time. Who died?
I'm telling the truth. And where Lancelia is, your Highness knows better than anyone.
Yes, Your Highness. If something happened to the princess.
Why hasn't the Emperor summoned you to see him?
Why hasn't there been any news?
Exactly. An urgent dispatch. Arrives faster than a military courier imperial brother wouldn't keep such news from me.
Now the misunderstanding has been cleared up. The military situation at the border is urgent. We can't afford any delays. I'll take my leave.
No. I need to see Lancelia with my own eyes.
Benefactor.
Get out of the way, or I'll behead you.
Amitabha. It's a sacred sanctuary. Violent intent here is an affront to the Buddha.
Master, I don't mean disrespect to the Buddha. I'm here to fetch the princess home. But your temple repeatedly stops me. Why?
Our temple was entrusted by the princess, aiding her in spiritual cultivation and devotion. The time has not yet come. No one may meet her lest they disrupt her piety. Even your Highness cannot bear the consequences.
We are husband and wife. Can't I even meet her?
When the time comes, the princess will come to meet you. Why must your Highness see her now?
Monks do not lie. I just want to know, is Lancelia really inside?
Amitabha, everyone saw the princess enter the temple that day. Has your Highness seen her leave?
All right. In 2 days, it's my wedding day. Lancelia must return to the mansion. If your temple still has excuses, don't blame me for being ruthless.
Amitabha.
Your Highness, are we really leaving without seeing the princess?
Lancelia loves me, but she is very jealous. There's no way she can't tolerate my marriage to Drusilla. She'll crawl back to me.
Wise move, Your Highness.
So he knew all along how deeply I loved him. Yet trampled it like worthless trash. My love was a mistake.
Your Highness.
Has Lancelia returned?
According to the scout, no one has descended from Zhenguo Temple.
Are you sure? Lancelia knows I'm marrying Drusilla. How could she not react?
Alexander. Whether you marry or divorce now, I wouldn't care less.
It's my fault. I'll dispatch more men to investigate at once.
She's here, Your Highness. She's here.
I knew it. Lancelia can't remain indifferent. Go tell her that. If she admits her faults, I might.
Your Highness, the princess hasn't returned.
Then who is here?
Your Highness, it's Lady Drusilla. Princess Drusilla is here.
I thought your Highness must be weary from wedding preparations, so I made this lotus leaf soup to relieve your fatigue.
That's very thoughtful. It tastes really good.
Your Highness, Our Lady has been learning cooking since young. The dishes she makes are unmatched in the world.
Oh, stop it. I'm not that good. It's just your Highness is being very kind.
I remember when I was wounded, you served me half-cooked porridge. If you've been learning cooking since young, why did you say you couldn't cook?
I was so distraught over Your Highness's injury that I cooked badly, and I was afraid Your Highness would laugh at me, so I lied.
Is that so? Drusilla, when I was wounded, I lost a jade pendant. Did you find it?
No.
Are you sure? Think carefully.
Your Highness, are you doubting me? Do you think I made up a story to deceive you? If so, I will just leave.
I didn't mean it that way. Just a casual talk, don't take it personally.
Your Highness, when you were unconscious, Our Lady cut herself and used her blood as medicine. That's how she saved your life. There's still a scar on her wrist.
For Your Highness, I would risk my life, let alone a little scar. 'Tis just Your Highness, you brought it up. Is it because the princess opposed our marriage and thinks my status is too low for you?
Of course not. She said nothing.
Your Highness, you're defending her. Have you fallen for her?
Drusilla saved my life. My heart can only belong to her. Of course not. I'm marrying you because I love you, only you.
Alexander, if there's a next life, I pray never to meet you again. These past few days, I've been feeling uncomfortable in my chest. Am I about to dissipate?
It's my wedding day. Who dares to play funeral music?
Soldiers, we've come. Home?
Your Highness, are you all right?
Nothing. Who spread funeral money on my wedding day? It must be Lancelia's doing.
Your Highness, should we pause the procession?
I gave Lancelia a chance. But she's threatening me this way. How can I yield to her games? Tell everyone. The procession continues.
Yes, Your Highness.
Imperial brother.
Someone took of his wedding robes.
Imperial brother, today is my wedding day. What does this mean?
Take him.
Imperial brother, I am a prince, an unknown general from the Shen family. Wear mourning clothes. Imperial brother, go Imperial brother. Aren't you supposed to be Shen army at the border? Why are you here?
Your Majesty. Wiped out 50,000 enemies, their General Thaddeus the enemy for 10 years. Our commanding general, Lancelia, the enemy Thaddeus, fell under a hail of arrows and she did not survive.
Who did you say?
Minister, no need for this. Please rise.
The soldiers of the Shen army have not failed the Emperor's grace, nor the people trust my younger sister fought to her last breath. She has no shame before the world.
Lancelia was brave and fought for the nation, and the people, I and the people of this land, will not forget her contributions.
Your Highness!
Julian, Lancelia is your own younger sister. How could you openly curse her death? Are you even human? Lying to the Emperor will get your entire family executed.
Now that I'm all alone, I have no family left for you, Prince Yongan, to execute.
You're lying. Lancelia's not dead. She's praying at the Genguo temple. You've conspired to put on this act. I'll drag her back now and expose your scheme.
Alexander, Lancelia is already gone. Must you destroy her coffin?
This is just a scheme by Lancelia to stop me from marrying Drusilla. Lancelia can't be dead. I don't believe it.
Guards, seize the Prince Yongan.
Yes, Your Majesty.
When Lancelia was alive, you didn't treat her well. Now that she's dead, you won't let her rest. I won't spare you.
Your Highness, please control your grief. If the princess is alive in heaven, she would not wish to see you like this.
I don't believe it. That's not Lancelia. It's not her.
Stay away from Lancelia.
When she was alive, you didn't treat her well. Now that she's gone, you won't let her rest. Are you even human?
Lancelia gave her life for the state, for thousands of people. She is a hero of our country. If anyone dares to defile her body, the Shen army won't allow it.
We won't. We won't.
Minister are brave soldiers. Lancelia made great contributions to the state of Chu as the emperor. I won't permit anyone to tarnish her heroic spirit guards. Take Prince Yongan away. Confine him to his manor. He can't leave without the imperial decree.
No. Lancelia can't be dead. You're all liars, all of you liars. You're lying to me.
Take him away.
Lancelia. Come out right now. Come out.
Uncover the white cloth and take the body out. Let him see.
Cousin, please don't. Lancelia died miserably moving her body now. How can her spirit rest in peace?
Yes, General. We can't do that.
Bring her out.
Julian, you don't have to care what Alexander said. I'm sending him back to his mansion right away.
What pained Lancelia? When she's alive was Alexander's distrust. Now that she's gone, I won't let her carry the name of a liar restless in the afterlife.
Cousin, please forgive me.
Lancelia. Stop pretending. Don't think you can fool me. Open your eyes. She's cold. Lancelia, wake up, Lancelia, Lancelia.
Enough. Prince Yong'an, Lancelia is dead. Let her rest in peace.
No. No way. Lancelia? Lancelia. 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 Lancelia, I knew you weren't dead. How could you die? Lancelia. Lancelia. Lancelia, open your eyes. Didn't you promise me that you'd do anything I asked? You can't break your word.
You are the one who broke your word. Before heaven and ancestors, you swore oaths as husband and wife. Lancelia married you with all her heart, but how did you repay her? Deceiving her with a beggar's hair. Forbidding her from practicing martial arts. Forcing her to learn things she didn't like, making her be a second Drusilla. Now you're pretending to be grieving.
You. How do you know about the hair?
You thought Lancelia knew nothing, but she knew everything. It's a pity that she loved you so blindly she'd rather lie to herself than face the truth that you never loved her.
Lancelia. You liar.
Your Majesty, my sister and Prince Yong'an had a shallow marital bond, and their affection has ended, I beg your Majesty. To decree their divorce and bury her in our family ancestral graveyard.
Of course.
No. Lancelia is my wife. She can only be with me.
You're not worthy. Your Majesty, our family has guarded the borders for generations.
Now our parents are gone.
I'm crippled in both legs. Lancelia is my only relative. I implore your Majesty to grant my request.
Please, your Majesty.
Imperial brother, please don't.
I grant it.
No.
Guards.
Your Majesty.
No, no Lancelia.
Alexander, are you defying the Imperial Edict?
Lancelia is my wife. She can only be with me.
Alexander, you monster. When she was alive, you didn't treat her well. Now that she's gone, you won't let her rest. Aren't you afraid of karma?
Even if Lancelia dies, she will die by my side.
Take Prince Yong'an.
Stop.
Lancelia. This time, I'll protect you. Lan. Celia. Where am I?
Your Highness, you have a wound on your right shoulder, and your liver chi is stagnant, causing anger to rise to your heart. Now your blood circulation is obstructed. You must rest and not move around recklessly.
What did you say?
Alexander, when Lancelia was alive, you took her for granted. Now that she's gone, you put on this act. You're acting like this pathetic.
Lancelia. Imperial brother, I'm gonna fetch Lancelia now. I'll bring her home.
Alexander, have you lost your mind again?
Imperial brother Lancelia has been praying at Zhenguo Temple for the Shen army for 3 months. Now that the army has returned victorious, it's time to bring her back.
Lancelia has already sacrificed herself for the country. Imperial physician, hurry.
Imperial brother, don't talk nonsense. Lancelia is at Zhenguo Temple. I'll go. Bring her back now.
Today, Lancelia has been laid to rest.
How dare you show your face here? You're not welcome. Get out.
Prince Yongan, you and my sister are divorced. You are no longer part of our family. Please leave.
We were husband and wife. I just want to see Lancelia for the last time.
Lancelia fought and bled for your royal family on the battlefield, but on the very day her coffin returned, you're marrying Drusilla as your principal wife. And now, you pretend to care.
Lancelia died for the country. I am here. For the sake of the nation. I only love Drusilla. Only her.
If you despise Lancelia so much, why insist on seeing her for the last time? Now that she's gone, nothing stands between you and Drusilla. Shouldn't you be celebrating?
Alexander, you're a coward. You can't even admit you loved Lancelia.
No. I don't. Drusilla is the only one I love. Only her.
If you don't love her, why do you come? If you don't love her, why do you grieve so bitterly by her death? If you don't love her, why did you halt your wedding and refuse to complete the rites?
I told you. It's for the sake of the nation. Lancelia. She was hypocritical and selfish. Saying that I like her is an insult to me.
If Lancelia were hypocritical and selfish, that day she would have let you die at Lankang.
The Hidden Dragon Pendant. The Hidden Dragon Pendant. I lost this during the Battle of Lankong in the southwestern jungle. How could it be here?
If not for the abbot of Zhenguo Temple returning Lancelia's belongings, I'd never have known. 5 years ago, she defied military orders to sneak into that jungle to save you.
You're lying? The one who saved me was Drusilla.
That jungle was fraught with dangers filled with poison mist, wild beasts. How could Drusilla, a weak woman with no strength to fight, possibly rescue you?
Drusilla's personal guards to get me out all died in the mist.
Ridiculous. The poisonous forest is filled with dangers. Even seasoned soldiers dare not enter at will, let alone ordinary guards.
I remember clearly. I saw Drusilla when I woke up. I'd never mistake her face, Julian. You exploit your family's power to steal credit from a helpless woman. Such despicable behavior tarnishes the reputation of your family.
I think you're drunk on Drusilla's lies.
Lancelia indeed made great contributions, but it can't erase her despicable actions of using her power to bully others and steal someone's love.
Alexander Lancelia risked her life for you multiple times. Yet at her own memorial, you spit on her name. How could you?
In the end, you just want credit. As her former husband, I'll petition Imperial Brother to honor her.
You'd rather trust Drusilla, a fake who steals credit, than Lancelia, you never deserved her.
Julian, I've been tolerating you out of respect for my Imperial Brother. Drusilla is my savior. Insult her again, and I'll make you wish for death.
What a great savior, Your Highness. Do you recognize this armor?
This is my personal armor. I gave it to the woman who saved me that day.
The jade pendant. The armor. The facts are right in front of you. Will you still deny it?
It was Lancelia who saved me. No. No. It's impossible. If it was really her, why didn't she tell me?
Every time you saw her, you avoided her like the plague. You never listened to a word she said. How could she tell you?
Lancelia took punishment for disobeying orders, then dragged her wounded body to Dongyu Mountain, saying she wanted to pray for her beloved. She knelt on the stairs 90,000 times, exacerbating her injuries, nearly dying several times.
But when she finally recovered and returned for you, she saw you and Drusilla deeply in love. Alexander, you should be the one in that coffin today.
Yasmin, mind your words.
Lancelia risked her life for someone like you. You are never worthy of her love.
I'm not worthy. I'm the one who should die.
Your Highness, you're finally awake. The Shen family is getting way bolder, flaunting their military merits to even bully you. Fortunately, Lancelia is dead, otherwise she'd defy the Emperor.
Tell me the truth. Did you take Lancelia's place and pretend to be my savior?
Your Highness, Drusilla took care of you by your bedside day and night for over 2 months. You saw it. How could it be fake?
That was after I returned from the southwestern jungle. What about before that? It was Lancelia who saved me. You've been lying to me all along.
It was me who sacrificed the lives of a dozen of my guards and endured slander for 5 years for you. Now Lancelia, relying on her military glory, wants to twist the truth even in this matter. Doesn't she fear going to in the 18th hell and never being reborn?
Twist the truth. The one bound for hell is you. Every pain she endured, I'll make you suffer 1,000-fold. How else can I repay your devotion? Send her to Dongyu Mountain, make her climb 90,000 steps a day if she doesn't finish. Give her 50 military lashes.
No, Your Highness, please. Your Highness, please spare me. Your Highness.
Your Highness, Lancelia is dead. No capable generals left in the Chu army. Why are we not pursuing our advantage, but instead traveling thousands of miles to negotiate peace?
In the Battle of Yunlu Mountain, we suffered heavy losses and is unable to fight again. In the near future, this negotiation is an opportunity for us to rest for the next war.
Brilliant, Prince. If it weren't for your arrow through Lancelia's heart, eliminating greatest threat for the Ark Kingdom, how could we be enjoying such good times now?
It's a pity that I held back and only shot her with 1 arrow. Had I captured her alive, I'd have carved her piece by piece and avenged our fallen Chang warriors.
In your dreams.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm here to claim your life.
Your Highness the young master has forbidden you from approaching Our Lady's grave. Please leave.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I've come to avenge your young lady.
Avenge. What are you going to do?
Something's wrong. Young Master Bad News Prince Yongan has gone to the young lady's grave with a dagger.
What? Alexander is crazy. Lancelia is dead and he won't let her rest. I'm going to see the Emperor now.
Yes, sir.
Lancelia. This stab is for the lies I told. This stab is for ignoring you for 3 years.
Young master, you've finally come. Prince Yongan has been kneeling before the grave. He's saying something and stabbing himself. We can't stop him.
I'm coming to be with you.
Stop, Imperial Guard, stop him.
Alexander, if you really regret what you did to Lancelia, then don't disturb her peace.
Julian, won't you even give me a chance to atone for my sins to Lancelia?
This isn't atonement. You only bring her harm.
I would never.
If the Emperor's most beloved younger brother commits suicide for a woman of the Shen family, if this gets out, how would the world see her? All the honor she earned with her life would be ruined.
So I'm not even deserve to repay her with my life. Right.
Guards, take Prince Yongan away.
Wait. Let me take one last look at her. Lancelia, I was wrong.
The princess is awake. Imperial physician. The princess is...
That day, I thought my soul would dissipate. Yet heaven took pity and allowed me to be reborn in the body of the young princess of Nanu. Even her appearance is identical to mine. How incredible.
Your Highness, your body has just recovered. You mustn't risk catching a cold. Please put on your cloak.
Clara, have you been serving me all this time?
Yes. The Queen died giving birth to you. After her passing, His Majesty assigned us to take care of you closely. Half a year ago, you fell into a coma. No physicians or remedies could awaken you. The King and Crown Prince were extremely worried.
Half a year ago. That was when I went to battle. Could there be some fateful bond between me and this princess?
Later, the king offered the Buddha's precious relic, a 1,000-year-old sarira, as a reward, and invited the holy monk from Lingyan Temple to pray and chant sutras for 81 days, which allowed your soul to return. Moreover, even your wits have been restored.
Your princess was... I wasn't in my right mind.
You was born with an incomplete mind and a simple nature. Because of this, the king and crown prince cherish you beyond measure, fearing a speck of harm might befall you.
Nanu is the wealthiest country in the 9 states to be reborn as the apple of its king's eye enjoys boundless love. Did heaven grant this to make up for my past suffering?
Your Highness, do you remember something?
Nanu lies far from the state of Chu and have never had any dealings. Since heaven gave me this fresh start, perhaps I should live well as Princess Cynthia. I haven't remembered anything.
It's all right. As long as your Highness recuperate well with time, you'll remember everything.
The past is the past. There's no need to dwell on it. Today shall be considered my rebirth day. We should celebrate it.
How could you celebrate without me? Cynthia, do you remember me, Ariel?
Your Highness,
This is the youngest daughter of the Grand General, also your study companion, Miss Ariel.
Ariel? Perfect, celebrate with us.
I'd love to, wonderful. Cynthia, I heard that the royal family of the Chu is sending envoys to our Nanu.
We've had no dealings with the state of Chu. Why do they suddenly send envoys?
I heard they're seeking medicine from Prince Nolan.
Your Highness Prince Nolan is His Majesty's younger brother, your uncle, a renowned medicine sage across the 9 states.
I see. It must be that someone in Chu's royal family is seriously ill to come all the way here for medicine.
I heard from my brother that it seems to be the brother of Chu's Emperor Prince Yonggan.
Your Highness, be careful. Not to hurt your hands, allow me.
Cynthia, what's wrong?
Nothing, I just slipped. Alexander has always been in good health. How could he suddenly fall ill and seek medicine here? Did something happen after my death? Ariel, do you know what illness Prince Yonggan has?
I don't know about that. My brother said it's a court secret. But if you want to know, you could just ask His Majesty.
That's not necessary, I'm just asking casually. Now that Alexander has Drusilla by his side, he's gotten his wish. Whether he lives or dies has nothing to do with me anymore. Greetings, Father. Uncle.
My precious, you've just recovered. No need for such formal bows. Come here. Sit down. How are you feeling?
Father, no need to worry. My health is already much improved.
You are my brother's treasure, if you hadn't woken up. I doubt he could have gone on living.
Of course, Cynthia is the apple of my eye. Now that she's awakened with clear wits, I want everyone in the world to see her. I'd like to see who dares slight my daughter.
Exactly. At tonight's banquet, you should bring Cynthia along and let them all witness the charm of our Nanu princess.
Father, can I go too?
You are my most beloved princess. You can go wherever you want.
Cynthia, your father, restricted your outings because he worried about your recovery and feared any mishaps.
I grew up with my brother on battlefields, never truly knowing a parent's doting love. Now that I have a father like the king of Nanu who loves his daughter so deeply, it's perhaps a compensation from heaven. Okay, then Father, take me along.
Good, I will show everyone in the world how radiant and brilliant the princess of our Nanu is.
Uncle is the medicine sage. If only I could bring him to the state of Chu, cure my brother's legs. But what reason should I use to take him there?
I heard after the princess awoke from coma, her health has been improving and her mind has become clear. Now she's no different from ordinary people.
Really, I've long heard of the princess's beauty is unparalleled. It would be a blessing to get to see her today.
Indeed.
Your Highness, the Imperial physician has advised that your body is severely depleted. You shouldn't drink so heavily.
Being sober is too painful. It's better to be drunk and forget all troubles.
Princess Cynthia arrives.
Lancelia. Lancelia. Lancelia, is it you?
Alexander. How is he here? Didn't Ariel say he was seriously ill? Why is he here?
I knew you couldn't be so cruel. To not let me see you even one last time.
Is Alexander actually crying? The mighty Prince Yong'an weeps for an unloved wife who has been cast aside. No. This must be my delusion. You've mistaken me for someone else. I am Princess Cynthia.
Lancelia, I'm Alexander. Don't you remember me? I'm your husband.
What's happening?
All the affection I once had for you was worn away in those days after my death. So you are Prince Yong'an of the state of Chu. But you've really mistaken me. I'm not the person you're looking for.
Lancelia. Lancelia. This time I won't let you leave me again. Come home with me, okay? Let's go.
Let go of me.
Stop. Prince Yong'an, what do you mean by disrespecting my daughter in public?
King of Nanu, please forgive him. Princess Cynthia and Princess Yong'an look very similar. Days ago, our princess sacrificed herself for the country. The prince was distraught and misrecognized Princess Cynthia. Please forgive him.
I see, Prince Yong'an. This is my most precious treasure in the world. Princess Cynthia of Nanu, not your princess.
You really aren't Lancelia.
Prince Yong'an. If the princess were to know from the afterlife that you've mistaken another woman for her, she would surely be angry.
Seeing Her Highness's radiant charm, I acted impulsively and offended the princess, I beg. The King of Nanu and the princess to forgive me.
It's all right. Prince Yong'an, please take your seat.
How can two people look so alike? But I saw Lancelia's body with my own eyes. There's no way she could become Nanu's princess in such short time. Investigate Princess Cynthia immediately and report to me every detail.
I'm on it.
Father, Ariel told me yesterday that Prince Yong'an was gravely ill. But at last night's banquet, he seemed perfectly healthy.
That girl can never relay messages properly. It's Maximilian Emperor of Chu who's ill. Prince Yong'an comes seeking medicine for him.
We've remained neutral in the 9 states conflicts. Only with no options would Alexander journey so far to come here.
Uncle, will you go to the state of Chu?
My duty is to treat illnesses and save lives. As for how to save and what conditions to set, that's your business.
Maximilian is a good emperor and he must be saved. But we need to carefully negotiate the implications.
Exactly. This patient is no ordinary case. The slightest misstep could lead to interest between 2 nations. We must be very cautious.
Uncle, if you decide to go to the state of Chu, may I come with you?
Sis, how could you have such a terrifying idea?
My dear daughter, do you realize what you're saying?
Since birth, I've never left Nanu. I just want to go with Uncle and see the outside world.
Our little Cynthia has finally grown up.
But you've never been apart from me for a day. How could I rest easy?
Indeed, Cynthia. If you wish to travel, our Nanu has countless beautiful places.
The 9 states continent is vast, full of wonders, but my world has only been Nanu. I really want to see the outside world.
In that case, tomorrow I'll abdicate to the Crown Prince and accompany you to tour the 9 states.
No father is in his prime. How could you step down? As your son, I should accompany my sister instead.
No, I'll go.
Let me go.
I'll go.
Nonsense, you two, neither of you may go. Our Cynthia will travel with me.
Princess Cynthia is 18 years old. She looks like Lancelia, and even her name is similar. Could there be such a coincidence in this world?
Your Highness, as far as I know, Princess Cynthia has been deeply cherished by the King and Crown Prince. For over a decade, she has never set foot outside the palace. Thus, she cannot possibly be the late consort.
Could I really be mistaken?
Additionally, news has come from the Nanu Palace that they have agreed for the medicine sage to travel to the state of Chu for medical treatment.
Saving my elder brother is of utmost importance. Deliver our reply, asking them to set off for the state of Chu without delay.
Yes, Your Highness.
Lancelia, I will come for you soon. Medicine Sage? We're traveling light. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to inform me.
Your Highness is too kind. Saving lives is our first priority.
And this is...
My younger daughter, she wants to come with me to the state of Chu. You won't have a problem with that, right?
It's okay. This princess is indeed as doted upon as rumors say. But is she really not my Lancelia? Yeah. Medicine Sage, if the princess finds it hard to keep up, inform me. I can have the convoy slow down.
The Emperor is on the brink of death, but Prince Yong'an suggests slowing our march. Is he so carefree? Or does he deem Emperor's condition unimportant?
The princess just travels for leisure. She can arrive shortly after.
We appreciate your Highness's consideration. But the family insists Cynthia remain under my watch. The procession can continue. Your Highness, you have been coughing a lot. Allow me to examine your pulse.
An old ailment. Thank you for your concern.
It seems Prince Yong'an has mistaken you for his princess.
He used to treat me with contempt. And now, after my death, he performs grief in front of others. How ridiculous. When I last led troops leaving the city walls. How radiant I was, now I can return only as a foreigner. Unnecessary.
The princess's appearance mirrors my late wife's. If you to walk around it may cause a commotion, you'd better wear a veil.
Is she so beloved? By the people?
She was brave and skilled in battle. The Emperor bestowed the title of Lancelia Marquis, making her Chu's first female Marquis, so she is deeply respected by the people.
Lancelia Marquis. After my death, Maximilian granted the Shen family such honor.
Your Highness, you finally returned. His Majesty vomited blood again.
Medicine Sage, please.
Let me have a look at him.
Please rest assured I will take good care of the princess.
Uncle, don't worry, I'll be well behaved. Off you go.
Okay.
Princess, if you're hungry, you may have some snacks. Once Medicine Sage comes, I will arrange a proper meal.
Since the princess passed away, His Highness has been temperamental. the only one who make him smile now, is Princess Cynthia.
Medicine Sage, how is it?
His Majesty has been poisoned.
A month ago, he was assassinated by Northern Border agents. We discovered afterward that the blade was laced with soul-severing grass. The Imperial physicians used jade lotus seeds to sustain his life, but the toxin in his body couldn't be eradicated.
Jade lotus seeds can only prolong life for 3 months. The antidote ingredients are extremely rare. The remaining 2 months may not be enough.
Is there no other method?
I have a set of unique golden needles that can extend His Majesty's life by 6 months. But within that time, all required herbs must be found for a complete cure.
I will spare no effort to gather them. Please give me the prescription.
Why are you so tense? Why are you so tense? Prince Yong'an and the Chu Emperor are brothers born of the same mother. His concern is only natural. But you have never met the Chu Emperor. Why are you so worried?
I was born and raised in the state of Chu. Though Alexander is a jerk, Maximilian is an emperor who loves his people. I don't hope for his premature death. Uncle, I'm just worried for you if you can't cure the emperor. Won't your reputation as medicine sage be ruined?
Is that so?
I'm worried about you and you're not even appreciative. I'm not talking to you.
All right, it's Uncle's fault. I apologize to you. Don't be angry, okay?
Medicine Sage Princess, your accommodations in the palace have been prepared. I will take you there.
There are too many rules in the palace. I'm not staying here.
In that case, may I trouble you to live in my mansion?
I'm not going to Yong'an Prince's mansion.
I have a private estate in the outskirts of the capital. If you don't mind, you may rest there.
Uncle.
Then we'll trouble your highness. After you.
Please.
Stop.
Cynthia, what's wrong?
This is Genbei Prince's mansion.
Yes. Does the princess find something wrong?
I remember there is only one prince in the state of Chu.
This is the residence of our great general, Julian. His Majesty bestowed the title upon him. Prince Genbei is the only non-royal prince in Chu.
Brother is a prince now. No one will ever bully him again. That's wonderful.
Is Princess acquainted with Prince Genbei?
Never heard of him.
Though this is a country villa, the pavilions and terraces are no less splendid than those in Yong'an Prince's mansion. Servants are also fully available.
Your Highness is so considerate, I will rest for 2 days. I shall apply acupuncture to the Emperor.
Thank you. Princess, since you've just arrived in the capital, would you like to tour the city?
Thank you, Your Highness, but I'm tired. No need to see me off.
Take care. Cynthia, you're amiable to everyone else. Why do you treat Prince Yong'an like he's your enemy? Don't you like him?
Yes.
What a peculiar girl. Well, after a long journey, I'll go have a rest.
The Lily Orchid Courtyard is next door, where I always stayed when praying at Jungwo Temple. The courtyard has probably become desolate by now.
Lancelia. I'm back. Today I met a girl who looks just like you. She's always cold to me. I think she resembles you. But I feel it's wrong. To make someone else a substitute for you. Lancelia once my Imperial brother recovers. I'll come for you. Lancelia.
Your Highness, something's wrong. Princess Cynthia is climbing the wall.
Marquise Lancelia wasn't just famous in Archu, she was a remarkable woman, famous across the 9 states. After she passed away, Prince Yongan nearly took his own life.
Capital folks gossip about anything. They make up such absurd stories.
She debated scholars at court, trained civilians as soldiers during wartime, and farmers during peacetime. Even foreign kingdoms knew her name.
No. Ethan let her go.
Lancelia.
Sir, you've mistaken me for someone else.
Ethan. She is not Lancelia.
How devoted Prince Yongan is to go through such trouble to find a substitute who resembles Marquise Lancelia so much.
Enough nonsense, I'll explain. This to you later.
Alexander and Ethan grew up together as close brothers. Why do they seem to have fallen out now? But it doesn't matter to me anymore.
Where are you going? I'm going with you.
I saw Lancelia buried with my own eyes. If this woman isn't her, then who is she? Has heaven allowed me to encounter someone who looks exactly like her to make up for my past regrets?
Prince Yongan, your health is so poor. Don't you need Uncle to take a look?
Princess, are you concerned for me?
Your Highness, you're too presumptuous.
Aren't you curious who that man was just now? Aren't you curious who that man was just now?
Probably another acquaintance of Marquis Lancelia. The capital is so vast, but it's nothing special. Quite boring. You're injured.
How do you know?
You have a strong smell of blood. When did you get injured?
Princess Cynthia was raised in the palace. How can she be so sensitive to the smell of blood?
Alexander was fine when he accompanied us back to the villa. In just 2 hours, who could wound him? And why did he accompany me around the capital while injured? Thank you for being with me all day. Let's go back. It's late, the city gates will close. If your Highness don't go back, you may not make it back to your mansion.
Who told Princess I reside at the mansion? Your safety is paramount. My staying here ensures your protection.
You cannot stay here. Alexander. I thought you would kill me.
Don't be afraid. Don't tell anyone. I don't blame you.
Alexander.
Come on, Your Highness, protect the prince and princess.
Yes, sir.
Alexander, hurry, go fetch my uncle.
Fortunately, the blade missed his heart by ½ an inch. Otherwise, even God couldn't have saved him.
I almost killed Alexander. With my own hands.
Why is being a prince in your country so perilous? Why does he have so many injuries? What are you doing? How can a young, unmarried girl like you look at a strange man's body?
Leave. Please save him, Uncle.
Okay, just go. So reckless.
Alexander. Why did you say those words? Why did you protect me? How is Alexander?
Cynthia? Why are you so concerned about him? Why are you so concerned about him?
We're staying in his villa, aren't we? Is it wrong to care about our host?
I've treated his wound. Within half a month, he'll recover fully. Tell me the truth. Was it you who stabbed Alexander in the chest? I knew it. From the shape of the wound, I knew it was the dagger your father left you.
I didn't know. I thought he was trying to kill me, so No. I should have known. But compared to assassins, I couldn't bring myself to trust Alexander. After all, he's caused me so much pain in the past.
Enough. Go pack your things. I'll take you back to Nanu. We'll leave right away.
But the Emperor's treatment.
Who cares about the Emperor? If you lose even a hair, your father and brother will come after me?
No. I'm not going back. I haven't finished what I came here to do. I can't leave, at least not yet.
What don't you fear? Alexander will come after you when he wakes up. Assassinating a prince, even for a Nanu princess, is a serious crime.
He won't. Alexander pulled the dagger out himself and told me it wasn't my fault. He won't come after me.
That could have been a lie trick you into staying. When he wakes up, he'll settle the score with you. You barely know him, and you believe him.
I do.
Fine. Before the Chu Emperor fully recovers, Alexander probably won't move against us. But do you have a crush on Alexander?
Uncle, what are you talking about? Even if all the men in the world died out, I would never marry him.
Hard to say. Alexander's face is quite charming. A pretty face can bring disaster. Maybe I shouldn't have brought you here. If you married far away, your father will be heartbroken.
Don't worry, Uncle. When we return to Nanu, I'll bring a groom into my family.
Really?
You're awake. You've been unconscious for 2 days.
What about my Imperial brother?
Uncle is taking care of the Emperor. No need to worry.
Good. Princess, could you please pour me a cup of tea?
I've identified the assassins. They were from Chang Kingdom. What deep hatred do you have with them that you have to assassinate each other?
A while ago, I killed their prince.
Why?
No reason. I felt like killing him.
Then why did you cover for me that day?
A Nanu princess. Assassinating Prince Yongan is no small matter. If not handled properly, it could lead to catastrophic war.
I didn't want to kill you.
I know. It was just an accident. You got dragged into my mess. So it was only right for me to cover it up.
With just one glance, he guessed my thoughts and helped conceal the truth.
If only she had stabbed my heart as cleanly as you did back then, how great it would be. Then, she wouldn't have suffered so much.
You already have Drusilla. Why do you dwell on someone dead? Now that I'm no longer Lancelia, these questions are meaningless. Your wounds haven't healed. Rest well.
Your Highness, Drusilla has escaped.
She is just a defenseless woman. How could she escape right under your noses?
It's my fault. There was a traitor in the mansion, that's how she got away.
Take 30 military lashes and bring her back within 3 days.
Yes, Your Highness.
Aren't you curious, Princess? Why would I capture and imprison a woman?
I'm not interested.
That night, Cynthia's method of stabbing me was the Shen family spear technique. That move clearly evolved from the Shen family spear technique. In moments of danger, instinct doesn't lie. Is she really Lancelia? If soul transmigration were possible, their personalities are so different. How didn't the king and Prince of Nanu notice? Not to mention Prince Nolan is the medicine sage. Perhaps I'm just overthinking it.
Princess, the best place in our Chu is Jiangguo Temple. If you seek blessings, there's no better place.
Julian ennobled as Prince Drusilla is imprisoned in the prince's mansion. Alexander seems like a different person. I have to ask the abbot what exactly has happened in the capital these past few months. You should be resting for your health. Why are you here?
I promised Medicine Sage that I would protect Princess personally. I'm keeping my word.
Are you sure you can take care of me like this?
Would Princess care to test that?
Are you spying on me?
I wouldn't dare. I'm just being a host. Shall we?
The road to the temple is rugged and bumpy. Not suitable for severely injured. Besides, with Alexander around, it's inconvenient to talk to the abbot. Coachman, turn around, we'll go to the Golden Moon Pavilion for tea.
Princess, you're new to the capital, but you seem to know a lot about the capital's diversions.
A mighty prince didn't have his reserved private room at Golden Moon Pavilion.
I rarely set foot in such places.
Lying is not what a gentleman should do.
Princess didn't know me before. How do you know that I'm lying? The princess, being here for the first time, is aware of the reserved private rooms at the Golden Moon Pavilion. This really surprised me.
You have a pretty face. Why don't you come back with me and be my concubine? Better than entertaining strangers for coins.
Entertaining strangers is better than serving a dog.
Who dares to ruin my... Your Highness, I didn't see your noble presence. I'm off now. Hurry up.
The young men in this capital are really like weeds in a field. They get worse with each new batch. Never mind, let's go back.
Those were the words Lancelia said when I first met her. How does Cynthia know it?
You're a heroine among women. I was rude in my previous words. Allow me to invite you upstairs for a drink as an apology.
What does your friend mean by that?
Do you want to go upstairs?
No. I don't have time to waste on so many strangers.
All right. There are still many interesting friends in the capital. Let me show you around.
Young lady, I'm Ethan, heir to Marcus Jenin. I saw you earlier and thought you resembled the late Marquis Lancelia, which is why I offended you. Please forgive me.
I'm from Nanu. I never knew Marquis Lancelia. Do we really look that alike?
Almost identical. It's noisy and crowded here. How about we find a quiet place to talk? May I know how to address you?
Just call me Cynthia.
And you and Prince Yongan are?
Ethan. You have crossed the line.
It's just a friendly conversation. Why are you so tense? Is there something you're hiding?
You're being presumptuous. I came up here just to learn about the Marquis Lancelia. I'm not here to be friends with you.
Lancelia was gentle and thoughtful, never this sharp-tongued. She's not Lancelia.
If you've nothing else, I'll take my leave.
So this is your Highness's type. No wonder Lancelia's devotion never won.
Ethan, if you continue to speak nonsense, I will leave.
Prince Yongan once said, Marquis Lancelia was his princess. Yet on the day of her death, the Emperor himself issued an imperial decree dissolving their marriage.
Ethan, what exactly are you trying to do?
Ethan, I would like to hear more.
When Lancelia married Prince Yongan, his heart belonged to Drusilla. And constantly mistreated Lancelia, he not only took away her spear, but forced her to learn things she didn't like, even planned to marry Drusilla as his principal wife, trampling Lancelia's dignity underfoot.
Could such a thing really happen?
Hearing this, don't you feel angry?
You're so outraged on Lancelia's behalf. Did you love her?
I cared for her, but it's a pity she met the wrong person and wasted her life.
But when Lancelia was suffering, you just stood by and watched. Now you're putting on this indignant act for whom?
I had no standing at that time.
You are Prince Yongan's good friend. Why didn't you persuade him? You observed indifferently, then sighed mournfully after her death. Alexander is no good, but you're his accomplice. Neither is nobler. But the greatest fool was Lancelia herself. Foolish in life, more foolish in love. The current outcome is merely the price Lancelia paid for her own foolishness.
No. It's my fault. Not hers. It's all my fault. It had nothing to do with Lancelia.
Does it matter now? Lancelia is already dead. The two of you just mourn properly and indulge in your own emotions. I'll take my leave then.
After Lancelia passed away, I did hate you. Why did you have her but never cherish her? I had always yearned for it, but I never got it.
I also hated myself. And I will never forgive myself.
I couldn't accept it. I felt it was so unfair for Lancelia. Just a few months after she was gone, another girl appears by your side and you doted on her. And you comply with her every wish. What did all of Lancelia's devotion even mean?
This isn't something. That can be explained in just a few words.
Do you see her as a substitute?
I don't have such an absurd thought. Cynthia has a special status. Once everything is settled, I'll explain it to you.
Whether she is or not, I know. I've lost to you again this time.
Ethan. Lancelia was a good girl. She deserved to be loved by everyone. And you will always be my good friend. I won't become estranged from you because of this.
Cynthia was right about one thing. Don't wait until someone is gone to wallow in regret. You should forgive yourself and move forward. Don't let this girl repeat Lancelia's tragedy.
The former general's residence has now become Zhenbei Prince's mansion. I wonder how my brother is doing these days. Although the king treats me extremely well, I still care so much about him. If I were to tell him about this, he would probably think I've gone mad. Never mind. As long as Uncle can cure him. Whether we can meet again is no longer important. It's Yasmin.
What's wrong, Yasmin?
I thought I just heard Lancelia's voice.
Lancelia has already gone. You must be missing her too much.
Brother.
What are you hiding here for?
I got lost and don't know how to get back.
All right. Lost princess, we should go back for dinner.
Okay, let's go. Uncle, next time you treat him, could you also cure his cough? It's quite annoying to hear it every day.
You sure know how to give orders. I'm the renowned medicine sage, but you use me more casually than our own royal physician.
Uncle, we're family.
It's nothing serious. Thank you for your concern, princess.
Your Highness, when did the cough start?
2 months ago, I had a strange disease. It usually doesn't affect me, but it flares up when the weather changes.
2 months ago. Wasn't that around the time I died, brother? Alexander, Drusilla, they all started acting differently around then. I need to figure this out.
It's all right. I'll prescribe a remedy. Within half a month, you'll be cured.
Then, thank you, medicine sage.
Your Highness, Princess Cynthia has run away again.
Where did she go?
Jungwa Temple.
I'm here to take you home.
I used to desperately hope Alexander would come for me. Now he's here. But to fetch the Princess of Nanu, not his princess consort.
Have you met the abbot?
Yes, I have.
Benefactor, do not dwell on it. You've just returned to where you belong.
Why is Nanu where I belong?
Julian, I'm sorry. It's all my fault for being so careless we came so late today.
It's fine. Coming late means we can watch the sunset in the mountains.
Brother and Yasmin.
Wait. Brother and Yasmin.
Prince Yongan.
What did Alexander just call him? Brother? Has he been possessed? Why did he suddenly call him so intimately?
It seems that Prince Yongan has already found someone new. When Lancelia passed away, you acted as if you were in unbearable pain. I thought you'd stay unmarried for life for her sake.
What is Yasmin talking about Alexander in unbearable pain? How could that be?
Yasmin, you misunderstand. This is just a friend of mine, who came to the capital for a visit.
Prince sure has a lot of friends. Just as you got rid of Drusilla, another one appears. Seems like a new princess is just around the corner.
Yasmin, mind your words. He and Lancelia already divorced. Whoever he's with now has nothing to do with our Shen family.
On the 1st and 15th of every month, they go to Zhengguo Temple to pray for Lancelia's soul. By the way, Prince Zhenbei and Yasmin are already engaged. They will have a wedding in half a year.
It's great. Yasmin is a nice girl, and my brother is one of the few outstanding men in this world. If they can be together, it'll ease my worries. I don't know them. Why is your highness telling me this?
Just chatting casually with the princess.
I haven't been in the capital for long. But I've often heard your highness mention Drusilla's name. Was it because of her that you betrayed Lancelia?
I thought you would no longer care about this matter. I didn't expect you'd still be concerned. Is this a good start? That woman is a thief.
What did she steal from you?
She stole from Lancelia.
So that's how it was. Alexander was deceived by Drusilla and believed I had usurped her position. Now, everything has changed because he knows the truth. Unfortunately, it's all too late now. No matter what Prince does now, it can't erase the suffering Lancelia endured back then.
Is it? Truly unforgivable.
Those injuries back then have deeply penetrated my bones like being dragged through the hell. How dare you expect forgiveness just because you say you're wrong? The dead can never speak forgiveness.
Have you heard has come to the capital?
Can raise the dead and heal the incurable.
Yes, Prince Yong'an's villa, me going to see him too.
Treat my chronic illness, medicine sage.
Would he agree?
Is there hope? Don't think about it. For Julian's illness, what a bad idea.
Don't bother him, this medicine sage complicated diseases. Your illness need to consider it.
Yasmin is here to see you.
Where is the princess?
Since yesterday, the princess never leaves the villa for a moment.
I'll go see her.
Prince Yong'an medicine sage to the capital. Is it true?
How did you find out?
Just tell me if it's true.
Yes. What do you want?
I beg you, Prince Yong'an the medicine sage. I want to ask him to treat Julian's leg.
Julian. Exposing her identity to come to the capital, it's all for him. He isn't here right now. When he returns, I'll tell him your request.
Really? Will he agree? Whatever conditions he has, as long as I can fulfill them, I'll agree without hesitation.
Don't worry. He will agree.
Okay. I'll wait for your news.
Your Highness, Sage is back and is waiting to dine with you.
Medicine Sage. Prince Zhenbei, Julian suffered leg injuries years ago. I'd like to trouble you to take a look. So it was her who leaked the news about Medicine Sage.
Prince Yong'an, are you treating me like a hired laborer? First, I save your imperial brother. Now, I have to save your ex-wife's brother. You're a grown-up and you can't eat properly.
Uncle, you really don't plan to save him.
He has nothing to do with me. Why should I save him?
Because I've heard. Prince Zhenbei is a brave and capable warrior who fights for the country and the people. He's a good man, and his injuries were sustained protecting the people. Uncle, saving a life is the greatest virtue.
There are plenty of patriotic people. If I had to save every one of them, I'll be too busy.
Well, since Medicine Sage is unwilling, I'll go to his mansion to decline.
Prince Yong'an, haven't you always been deeply devoted to your princess? General Shen is the only remaining relative she had left. Are you really giving up so easily?
Medicine Sage, as long as you can cure Julian, feel free to make any request. I will fulfill it without fail.
I don't need anything. Besides, I'm already exhausted from treating the Emperor of Chu. I don't want to exert any more effort.
Uncle, I won't hide it from you anymore, actually. I've met Prince Zhenbei.
You've fallen for him. If it's for your relationship, I might make an exception just once.
Uncle, what are you talking about? He is already engaged to be married.
If so, it's out of the question. What's wrong, Cynthia? Are you homesick? Then tomorrow I'll send someone to take you back to Nanu.
Uncle, let me be honest with you, actually. Ever since arriving in the capital, I've been having the same dream. I dream of a woman who looks exactly like me, and she says her name is Lancelia.
Why have you never told me about your nightmares? It seems I really shouldn't have brought you here.
Uncle, do you remember why I was in a coma for so long? During that time, I kept dreaming of her. She told me that. She was a fragment of my lost soul, and that when she died, I would wake up and return to normal.
What else did she say?
She said that it was a favor to me that she could help me return to normal, and if I wanted to repay her, I had to take care of her only remaining relative in this world, which is General Shen Prince Jinbei. If I couldn't, she would have to take back the blessings she had given me.
Is that really so?
That's why I followed you here back then. Uncle, if you really want to resolve this, you'll have to save him. Otherwise, I won't be able to return home without any worries.
I need to think this over carefully.
You? Are you telling the truth?
Of course it's true. Otherwise, Prince Yongun, why would I know about it? You should know that the dead cannot come back to life.
So, all my speculations were just my own assumptions. Wrong from the start. There's no reborn into a new body. Cynthia's strange behavior was all because she was influenced by Lancelia's lingering spirit. Lancelia is truly dead.
Good. I spun a half-truth, half-lie, and solved two problems all at once. Why does my heart feel so hollow? As if something is missing. Uncle has agreed to treat Julian. He'll recover soon. Then I'll be able to return to Nanu. Now that I think about it, it's been so long since I've seen brother and father. I really miss them.
We found her in a beggar den outside the city. She was nearly dead when we found her. She said she wanted to see your highness one last time.
Just one night apart. How did Alexander's face look so pale, as if he's gravely ill?
Princess, are you heading out?
Just wandering around.
Princess. Drusilla is about to die. Would you like to come see her with me?
So, the person they were talking about was Drusilla. She's dying. But why does Alexander want me to come along?
I think perhaps Lancelia will see it.
He believes what I said. He thinks the Princess of Nanu is the reincarnated remnant of Lancelia's soul. That's why he's doing this. All right? Never did I imagine that my reunion with Drusilla would be like this. Within just a few months, the woman before me is no longer the celebrated first talented beauty of the capital.
Your Highness, you've finally come. I admit, I deceived you, but my feelings for you were never false. Alexander, You resent me for lying to you. But every single act of hurting Lancelia was done by your own hands. I never forced you. Now, what right do you have to blame everything on me? What right? It's you. How could you be back? Aren't you dead? Have you come back to take revenge on me? Princess, I was wrong. I won't dare again.
I thought I hated her. Spare me, please. But seeing her now, Princess, all I feel is pity. It's all in the past. I'll never dare again. She's gone mad.
Gone mad. I'm not mad. You're the ones who are mad. You. And you. All of you are insane. You've all been played like puppets. Alexander, you loved her without realizing it. And were deceived by my lie for so long. Lancelia. So what if you've become a princess? You've been played around by me and suffered all kinds of injustice. Are you afraid? Afraid she would be stained with my blood. So you shielded her. Alexander, you used to love me so much.
I never loved you. After Lancelia died, I suddenly realized that I had never loved Drusilla. I couldn't repay Drusilla's kindness for saving me. And at the same time, I felt ashamed for betraying her and falling for Lancelia. That's why. I could only refuse to admit it.
I knew it. I knew it all along. The way you looked at me never held a trace of affection. I shouldn't have taken you away from the clinic. I should have. I should have searched for that legendary ghost orchid. I should have saved you.
Your Highness, she's already dead.
Take her away. Bury her. Cynthia, you must find me. Very despicable. Because of my foolishness and selfishness, I caused 2 women to die because of me.
I want to return to Nanu.
Aren't you waiting for Julian to be healed?
No. Uncle will handle it for me. If he can't cure Julian, father and brother won't let him off easily.
Your family treats you very well, don't they?
Of course. They're the best family in this world. Both Julian and the King and Prince of Nanu have given me so much love, so I no longer need anyone else's love.
Being a beloved girl, it's really great. Lancelia, as long as you're happy, I'll do anything.
Father?
My dear daughter, I've missed you so much.
Father, why have you come?
I heard you were nearly assassinated. How could I sit still? I rushed here overnight.
Don't worry, Father, I'm fine, see? There's no need to worry.
Greetings, King of Nanu.
Prince Yongan, no need for formalities. I heard you saved my daughter. I'm deeply grateful.
Your Majesty, I beg your forgiveness. In fact, those assassins were after me. I'm truly sorry for involving the princess.
Why did they come to assassinate you?
No, Father, it's not like that. That day, Prince Yongan killed the assassins for me, but I misunderstood and stabbed him. His wound hasn't fully healed yet.
I appreciate your bravery. How is the wound?
Thank you for your concern, Your Majesty. My wound is no longer a problem.
That's good to hear.
Father, please sit. Why didn't Brother come with you?
This time I left Nanu. Besides coming to see you, I have another purpose, that is to test your brother.
What kind of test?
Your brother is at an age where he should learn to handle state affairs on his own. By his age, I had already been on the throne for 3 years.
Father, you are absolutely right.
I'm back. Wait. Did I come to the wrong place?
Nolan, what are you staring at?
I sent a letter just yesterday, and you're already here. Did you learn some instantaneous travel sorcery?
What letter I set out half a month ago?
Imperial brother, do you believe what Cynthia said?
Nolan, I have to believe them.
What do you mean by that?
You have studied outside since young and rarely returned to the palace, so there's a lot you don't know. It is complicated to say.
You came for me to borrow ice, but didn't leave me any of the desserts you made. Isn't that a bit like using someone and then discarding them?
I already gave the recipe to Frank. If you want some, ask him to make it for you. What I make can only be given to Father and Uncle.
Years ago, I fell in love with Saintess Celeste. We first gave birth to our son in the palace, then while traveling through the 9 states, we gave birth to Cynthia. Soon after her birth, we were caught in a war, and Cynthia was lost in the chaos.
Princess Cynthia was actually lost. She looks so much like me. Could it be?
After losing her, Celeste performed divinations, but never found the child's whereabouts. Later we met Master Kai. He told us this child was born to repay a karmic debt, which is why she left us.
Is that really so?
The Master said that the child at the age of 23 would encounter a fatal crisis and would die in battle to save thousands of people. After her death, she would be reborn and return to our side.
Isn't this exactly the fate of Lancelia? The age matches too.
Why should the child of Celeste and I come into this world, never even experiencing maternal love, only to die so tragically for others and endure so much suffering? Neither Celeste nor I could accept this.
But Cynthia grew up in the palace since childhood. How did that happen?
That's because Celeste studied Spirit Clan's forbidden arts. After a year of seclusion, she came back holding a child. This child wouldn't cry or laugh. But Celeste said if we waited patiently, Cynthia would return to us soon.
Celeste tried the rebirth ritual, sacrificing her spirit to create a second life for Cynthia. When the original body dies, the soul will enter the new body as if reborn.
Exactly. This sorcery that defies heaven's will is equivalent to trading life for life not long after. Celeste passed away. With her last breath, she said she had no regrets, and only asked me to wait patiently for our daughter's return.
So, our Cynthia is Marquis Lancelia of the state of Chu.
I know Cynthia is lying to me. She still has her previous memories, but I can only pretend not to know. I want her to live happily without carrying such a heavy burden of her past.
I never expected that. You have been carrying such bitterness.
Cynthia was bought at the cost of the life of the woman I love.
Father, Uncle, are you asleep? I've made you some rose ice.
Come in. My daughter is so filial. You are my most beloved treasure.
Of course, Uncle.
Cynthia's cooking are amazing. I wonder which lucky fellow will have the privilege of marrying her.
Nonsense. Cynthia won't marry anyone. What's so good about marriage? Who could possibly be worthy of my daughter?
Father is right. I won't marry. I'll stay by your side every day.
That's my good girl.
If you have questions, just ask.
Do I still have the right to ask?
Old General Shen passed away when I was young. I grew up in the military camp with my brother. Then met you. And then all those things happened. I used to think no one in this world except for my brother would love me. Turns out I was unworthy.
No. I was unworthy. I'm the stupidest and worst man in the world.
None of it matters. I don't care anymore. My mother gave her life to grant me rebirth. I have the greatest love in this world. And I have father, brother, uncle, and many others who love me.
Yes, there are many people who love you and hope that you can live happily.
So now I won't indulge in self-pity anymore. I have to let go of the past and embrace a new beginning.
The past you mentioned includes me, right?
Alexander. There's too much between you and me. I'm tired. I don't want to go on with this anymore.
Do you still hate me?
Hatred comes from love. I don't hate you anymore.
Right. I have no right to make you hate me. I don't deserve.
We both need to look forward. In a few days, I'll be returning to Nanu. Perhaps after this farewell. We'll never meet again in this lifetime. Take care.
All right. You take care, too.
The capital of the state of Chu is indeed prosperous, though compared to our Nanu, it still falls a bit short.
Of course, with father's brilliance and might, how could they compare?
It's a pity that your uncle has to treat Julian's legs and enter the palace to clear the toxins for the Emperor of Chu. He has no time to accompany us. By the way, your uncle said Julian's injury is almost healed. Do you want to go see him?
After his legs recover. He's going to get married soon. As long as his life is happy. I won't disturb him.
It's all right. You still have me and your brother. Once everything here is settled, we'll return home.
Okay.
This is to express my gratitude to the King of Nanu and the medicine sage for saving my life.
You are too courteous. Chu and Nan Yui have a long-standing friendship. In the future, we welcome the Emperor and the Prince Yong'an to visit Nanyue often.
Indeed, frequent exchanges between our two countries will be a blessing for our people.
Certainly. My younger brother, in the end, I have to take action for you. Princess Cynthia, have you been enjoying your stay here recently? Why not stay a few more days and explore further? Our country has many breathtaking places that you have yet to see.
Thank you for your Majesty's kindness, but father and I plan to depart for Nanyue in 3 days. Your Majesty, are you here for Prince Yong'an? He's in the adjacent Lily Orchid courtyard.
He's not at home. I issued an order this morning, dispatching him on business outside the city.
Then Your Majesty is here.
Princess Cynthia, I have words to speak with you in private.
Why is Maximilian acting so strangely today? Why did he send Alexander away just to speak with me?
Princess Cynthia, please come with me.
What is this place? What is this place?
Alexander didn't lie to me. He's really changed for the better.
Your Majesty, what do you mean by that?
In the past, this room reeked of blood. But now it smells fragrant. So I said it's changed for the better.
Reeked of blood. Why?
This whip has been dyed red with blood. Previously, it was covered in barbs. Now they've all been worn smooth.
Your Majesty, what exactly are you trying to say?
All the portraits hanging on this wall are of Lancelia, painted by Alexander himself. Not just here. Every room in Young and Prince's mansion is the same.
So?
Why is being a prince in the state of Chu so difficult? Why does he have so many wounds?
Then this place is.
That's right. This is Alexander's punishment chamber. After Lancelia passed away, Alexander was in such agony that he knelt in front of Lancelia's grave.
So, they say Prince Yong'an committed suicide. Before my grave, it's true.
Not only that, to avenge Lancelia, he sneaked into the post house late at night and killed the Chang's prince. Ever since then, the Chang kingdom has been sending assassins after him.
What deep-seated hatred do you have against the Chang kingdom? That it had to escalate to mutual assassinations?
A while ago, I killed the prince of the Chang Kingdom.
Why?
No reason. I killed because I wanted to.
He did all this for me.
After that, Alexander secluded himself in Lily Orchid Courtyard, refusing to go out or see anyone. Not long after, I received a report from guards. If he heard anyone say a bad word about Lancelia, Alexander would fight them madly. The entire capital was abuzz with rumors that Prince Yongan had gone mad. If it weren't for my poisoning, leaving the court without leadership, he would probably have tortured himself to death. I know. He was wrong. He doesn't deserve forgiveness, but as his elder brother, how could I bear to watch my own brother die? Only with you here. Can he see any hope of living? Lancelia, I cannot lose this younger brother. I'm counting on you.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Alexander. Tomorrow, I'm returning to Nanu.
You're not coming back. Are you?
Why would I? What in the state of Chu is worth lingering for?
Not even for Julian and Yasmin's wedding. If I die, will you come back to see me one last time? Do you really not care about me at all? Can't you stay? I've already caused her too much pain. I can't hold her back anymore. Indeed, there's nothing left to linger for. The journey is long. Take care on your way.
I've already seen His Majesty. He told me a very long story. But Alexander, I still can't convince myself to forgive you. Or even forget those things.
I never dared hope for your forgiveness.
Once I return to Nanu, I'll travel the 9 states again. But as a frail woman without guards, it can be dangerous.
That's true. When you travel, remember to bring plenty of guards with you.
There really aren't any good guards in Nanu. But you seem quite fit. How about I give you a chance to make it up to me? Be my guard by my side. What do you say?
I'd love to.